fellas, and today on BKR Sport, this is a bit of a different video. Yes, I know you know what this video is about, obviously you've seen the title. You also know what's currently going on in Rugby League right now. You currently know what's going on in Australia, and you currently know that we are in a whole heap of shit right now. Yes, overall, whether it's in the game of Rugby League or not in the game of Rugby League, everything is shit and an absolute mess. Today's video was actually meant to be a fun-based kind of who's the team you should be supporting in baseball. You know, the similar one that we did with the NRL. If you haven't seen that one video yet, go and check that out. Yeah, that was what was meant to be going out today, but obviously that's not going to be going out today because we do need to talk about this. This is quite big news in regards to the NRL because there is the massive potential that the NRL might not be going in a couple of weeks' time if we keep doing this shit. Now, this is about the COVID protocols that obviously have been breached, allegedly by Apisai Koroisau, obviously breached by a Jai Arrow, and also players' families inside the hotel. I'm actually going to be talking about why you shouldn't go as hard on these people as you want to right now, and I'm going to also say, like, there's a reason why there's people coming at you if you're one of the families or the players. There is multiple. It's such a difficult time right now. It is very difficult. It is a psychologically difficult time for everyone right now. Everyone's just trying to find a way to, I guess, have a crack at someone. And this is a big reason for it because obviously sport is something that we all love. Sport is something that helps us get through all this shit. And being based in Sydney and being in lockdown myself, I am very well aware that, and having a YouTube channel that has all this sport, I'm very well aware of how people are feeling right now when they hear about another COVID protocol breach. If you don't know what's just happened, allegedly, Apisai Koroisau of the Panthers brought a woman into the State of Origin camp when he was in the hotel. Now, this is allegedly right now. It has not happened, and you do have to wait due course. You do have to wait until it has been proven that he is guilty. This is always the case that it should be. It's always innocent until proven guilty. Obviously, nowadays, no one listens to this shit, and it's always guilty immediately. Has Appy done it? I don't know, but more than likely he has. I will say that. More than likely this has happened, because if this is being investigated, there is enough of an idea out there that this happened, right? Now, if it gets proven wrong, then lovely, that's what we want to hear. You don't want to be hoping that this player is found guilty, because if this player is found guilty, we are throwing this NRL well out of whack, and we may not be able to utilize Queensland. We've already had like CHO or, you know, whatever that lady's name is in Queensland trying to say that, you know, if there's another protocol breach that she's going to be kicking everyone out. And where do we go then, guys? Where do we go? Because Victoria's in the shit, New South Wales is in the shit, and then if we can't use Queensland, where are we going to go? We're going to go Darwin? We're going to go Darwin? Like, what's going on here? Like, how do we get this done? Do we take him over to New Zealand? Obviously, Rugby League has just said, Australian Rugby League and New Zealand Rugby League has said that we're not going to the Rugby League World Cup this year. Now, it's confusing considering that every other sport is doing it, but it's also probably a little bit of a political move and also in thought of the players in regards to multiple aspects, not just health and safety. But we'll talk about that a little bit later in this video. What I want to say is that if Appy has done this, then yes, this is going to throw a whirlwind through the NRL where we potentially could lose out on Queensland if another issue like this happens, because there's also the players' families that have apparently been passing marshmallows and passing food between hotel rooms, and they're in a, you know, they're in a mess as well. But I want you also to consider these players' mental health and mental well-being. I know this isn't something that most people care about nowadays. Like, they say they care about mental health, and they say they care about mental well-being, but realistically, it's not really a factor, and it's only about your own mental health and mental well-being. And that's why I don't want to make this video saying, Apisai, you're an idiot. Like, yes, it's an idiot thing to do. However, he's going through these issues just like we all are, guys. Just because he gets money and just because all these players get money doesn't mean they're not just like you and me. You know, I'm a fan. I watch the game. They're a player. They play the game. That's all there is to it. There is no, these guys are superstars and they live on an upper echelon and they have to feel better because they've got money and they've got the ability to do what they want. Because right now they can't do what they want because they're currently, you know, basically in a lockdown like we are, essentially. You know, they are. But you don't care about that because you see their money. You know, you see they have money compared to all of us who don't necessarily have that kind of money. Money does not solve your problems, right? So these guys continuously go through the same shit, same normal human being shit that we all go through, but then are expected to be better than that because of the situation that they're in regards to their job. Right, so that's my kind of negative in regards to the response to these players. Yes, it's a stupid thing to do, but you've also got to understand the NRL is going to take massive action if he does it. It's a stupid thing to do, but you've got to understand that the community right now currently aren't listening to the essentially glorified prison-like status of Australia, right? So everyone's doing the wrong thing based on what's going on right now. But you don't notice it as much because, one, it's not individualized in regards to Appy, in regards to Jaira, in regards to the sport itself, in, you know, holding these guys to a higher standard, despite the fact that they're just 40 players. This is the thing that frustrates me with this situation because, yes, I'm angry that he's done it, but I'm also angry of the immediate response without proof of guilt, and also what he's more than likely going to cop abuse-wise if it is found out to be true. Because people, you know, wank on about this. Mental health is such a priority nowadays, and it is, absolutely. I'm a massive advocate for mental health, but don't go out there preaching mental health is the utmost responsibility of everyone, and then you go and message a player saying that he's a dickhead, or that you're going to murder him, or, you know, all this bullshit, because that is mental abuse. Right? And I guarantee you that he will get messages like this because that's what people get. I am very small time. I've got only about 11,000, appreciate all of you, 11,000 subscribers on YouTube, and I get a lot of bullshit. You know, I am very, very, very small, but I get bullshit. So can you imagine what these guys get? Like, just because they make a stupid play or they do something like this, like, they're going to get caught out. And if it is true, then fair enough. Throw the book at him. You know, don't just don't just give him a bit of a slap up. Get the book and throw it at him. But let the NRL do that. It's not your responsibility. It's not my responsibility. It's no one's responsibility to come at this player for, unfortunately, being individualized as doing the wrong thing. Now, yes, obviously these guys are players and they know better, and yes, it is very, very frustrating and makes me angry that we see this all the time, whether it's about COVID or it's about other normal shit that you would just expect better from these players. But they're human beings who make mistakes. I saw comments saying, put the man in jail. Like, are you shitting me? Like, truly, man, you know, we've all got to come together in this time. There is so many forces that are trying to make us feel negative about ourselves and putting us in a shit position. You know, we're going to come together this time. Now, I'm going to move on from this because I think I've made my point. Please let the judiciary do their due process. Please let the investigation happen before you throw someone on the bus. And then if that person has done something stupid, please let the ramifications be done by the organisation involved to try and ensure that players don't do it. And my message to players is, please goddamn don't do this. We're all going through this shit. Every single one of us. We're all trying to do our best, right? You are at the same level as us. I don't care about how much money you make. I don't care how much of a star you are. Everyone's at the same damn well level. Don't do this stupid shit. You know, we all want to be partying. We all want to be going clubbing. We all want to go traveling. We all want to be having fun with our friends and family like normal. Pre-2020 in February, right? We all want this. Okay? So don't think that just because you're in lockdown there that anything's different, because right now, I can't go over to Fiji to see my mum or my daughter. You know, I'm stuck in Sydney. I can't even go home to the Gold Coast. You know, I'm in a really good position where I'm still able to have internet, have food, have a nice bed to sleep in. I am in a great position compared to a lot of other people, right? But I've got my issues too, and I'm not doing the wrong thing. The only time I leave the house is to either get food, if I haven't ordered it in regards to shopping, or to do a bit of walking around, a bit of fitness just to get outside of the house and get outside of my room, because I know how claustrophobic it can be. Please, we're all going through this. Whether you're a person in regular society or an NRL player who's held as an upper echelon kind of human being, there is no two sides here. Everyone is human, so please respect everyone as that reasoning. Now, I know that this video isn't really going to do a great deal of things. I hope that it gets through to some of you to understand that we are all in the same boat here, but I'm aware that we're still going to be getting shit. You know, I guarantee you that there's going to be White Knight Brigade on my comment section telling me, no, we need to publicly hold these guys responsible and accountable for their actions. And you can do that, but don't go too far in regards to the mental abuse that starts to detract from the actual situation that happens, because that's usually what happens in these situations. And just quickly before we do finish up here, in regards to Australia and New Zealand not going to the Rugby League World Cup, I don't necessarily believe it's exactly what they're telling you. I don't necessarily believe it. I believe that this is also a bit of a political move here, because it's really odd to me. You know, we've got the All Blacks travelling to Wales. We've got Australia travelling to play Wales this year in Wales. You know, we've got South Africa who are coming to Australia and New Zealand, and we're meant to be going to South Africa too, I believe. Could be wrong here, but I know Argentina's travelling to South Africa, so I would assume that we're travelling to South Africa too, as the Wallabies and New Zealand. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section. But, okay, so rugby union's fine. Sevens is going ahead up in Canada and the US, where there is ginormous amount of cases. You know, we've got the Olympics currently going on right now, where the Australians are playing, New Zealanders playing. Every other sport's going ahead like normal, except for rugby league. There's a question mark here. There's a question mark here. I'm not too sure what it actually is, but I don't believe it's what they're telling us. I don't believe it's because of player health and safety. I believe that there is multiple factors here that we're not being told. Do I think it's the right decision? It's not up to me. It's not up to me. Obviously, I would love them to go to the Rugby League World Cup, but I would prefer them to go, yeah. I would prefer them to go, but it's not up to me because I'm not the one in the situation. I'm going to sit here and I'm going to stream it and I'm going to have fun with you guys, right? With my live streams. But I don't understand the difference between the Rugby Sevens going ahead and the Rugby Union going ahead, the Olympics going ahead, and every other sport going ahead, except for Australia and New Zealand going to the Rugby League World Cup in England. So I get it. If they want to make a decision, that's fine, but I would like to know the true meaning behind what they're doing this in regards to the Pullout, because I don't necessarily believe we're being told everything. If they came out and said, you know, it's a mixture of quite a few things in regards to, we've asked a lot of the New Zealand players over the last couple of years that they just want to go home to New Zealand for the, 5 months of the off-season, I would have actually understood that more than just the health and safety response, because I think that's a generic response to get them out of it. I do. I think there is an ulterior motive. I don't get it. I'm not too sure. But there is more to this. There is more to this than meets the eye. I don't think it's as simple as health and safety not going. Anyway, guys, that's going to do it for today's video. Like I said, this isn't what we normally do on here. Usually we're fun and banter and having a bit of laughter, but unfortunately today I had to come out and say something about this. Personally, for me, I wanted to come out and say something about it. Just please don't mentally abuse players. They are human beings just like you. Appreciate you as always. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you're new around here. We're on our way to 15,000 now to give away another jersey. If you want a chance to win that brand new NRL jersey that I'm giving away for hitting 10,000 subscribers, you need to go to the NRL tipping video from round 19, which is this round, and you need to listen to that video for how you enter, and the winner is drawn tomorrow night for the Panthers and the Broncos stream. Finally, guys, live your passion. You know, utilize this time to believe in yourself and back yourself in. It's a tough time in this world. Everyone's going through shit. Respect one another. Respect everyone for grinding. Respect everyone for mentally getting through this, because it's a tough time everywhere in the world right now. You know, there is situations in every single part of the globe, right? So please do your best to respect each other to an extent of not giving anyone extra shit to go with the shit that we're already in. Appreciate ya. Much love as always, guys. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Catch you later. See ya.